Hi, Ellen Popkin here, and I'm doing another one of my self-help series for you. And this one is how to shape your life by changing your thoughts, okay? So we're going to use the word shaped to help us remember this. And S is going to stand for series. Series of moments. I mean, what is life made up of? But it's a series of moments. It's a string of moments in time. So next comes H. And H is very important. It's how do you see those series of moments? Because that's very important. Eyewitness testimony is, my husband comes from a law enforcement family, and, my father-in-law was a detective, and, he interviewed a lot of people, and eyewitness testimony was always so different. And even any event, I mean, if you go to, I can remember a wedding, and very different descriptions about how the wedding was. Different things. People will describe the same event differently. They'll see it differently. So how have these series of moments in time, how are you perceiving them? What is your perception? Okay. The next thing is acknowledging, what it is you want to keep, because, there are things that you are doing right now currently in your life that are good, positive things that are actually bringing you towards the goals in the life that you want. And there are things that you are doing and saying and feeling that are actually working contradictory to what it is that you want to shape, how you want to shape and mold your life. For example, I knew someone who used to say, that worries me, that worries me. Well, do you think she was a peaceful person all the time, or do you think that she was a worrier? She was a worrier. And if you don't have the acknowledgement of some of the things that you say, and a lot of times we really just don't acknowledge that, and then, that's just giving a side of something that you want to change. There are things in life, I mean, my whole life I've been told I've been skinny and that it was going to catch up with me. Wait till I turn 26. That happened years ago. I'll wait till I have children. Well, I have had two. And I conditioned myself. They said they used this word metabolism. I mean, I was so young I didn't even know what metabolism meant. But I just was like, no, my metabolism was never going to slow down. Well, guess what? My metabolism has not slowed down. So in terms of weight, I actually realized much later, way past 26, and I mean, it probably was after I had, my children, and it wasn't happening. I said to myself, you know what? I have conditioned myself so much so that I don't even get on a scale. I don't think about what I'm eating. I just automatically do eat correctly. I do eat junk food, which can drive some people nuts, because I have actually conditioned myself that I have a high metabolism, and I do have a high metabolism, okay? So that's something that I want to keep as a part of me, but there are other things that I need to acknowledge that I need to change, all right? The next thing is P. The letter P comes in shape. So we're going to talk to you about planning and preparing, and you've heard this. I mean, it all goes back to goal setting, creating your blueprint, making a master plan, whatever you want to call it. Plan, prepare, and I'm even going to say the word prayer, because for me to give things to a higher power, I like that. So I do use prayer as a daily part of my life. And the last thing is, the last letter is E in shape, and that is enjoyment. As I said, life is a series of moments in time, and I spoke about this before, but what you want to do is find the enjoyment in as many moments in time. So you're here for a certain number of moments. I mean, I don't know how many there are. And so we might as well enjoy as many moments as we can and string them up and add them along. I don't know anybody who is 100% positive 100% of the time. I mean, things do happen, and there are times that we will feel pain or grief or this or that. But it's how many moments, and that also goes back to how do you perceive, how are you looking at that. So we're going to go into depth into each one of those letters in this series. So be looking forward to some tapes, videos, tapes. I'm dating myself here, but age is a state of mind, not a matter of years. That's one of the things that's been drummed into my head, and a lot of people are surprised when they do hear what age I am. Anyway, so That's the things. There are things that you want to become aware of, and I'm going to discuss those in a series, and we will use the word shape to help you remember them. So just remember, we're going to learn how to shape our life and mold it. You are the master gardener. You are going to create your life with your thoughts. Okay, this is Ellen Popkin. I have a website. It's mentorwithmaryellen.com. And I really look forward to seeing you on the next video.